All right, thanks for joining us here on WKRG.com, the Facebook page for WKRG News 5 and the Biker Dad Facebook page. We wanted to get you some new information about a story we broke last week on WKRG.com that's really been blowing up our website. It's been the top story on the website for most of the past week. News that reality show stars and custom bike builders, Orange County choppers, are moving to the Gulf Coast, more specifically to Florida. And we had a lot of unanswered questions about that. One of the biggest ones being, does that mean we are going to see episodes of American Chopper on the Gulf Coast and other things such as that? So we tracked down Paul Tuttle Sr. and Joan Kay from Orange County Choppers, and they're joining us live from New York. So thank you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it.
You make me sound like a criminal.
Yeah,
for having us.
That's just my investigative journalism to track you all down. Thank you again. Thanks for joining us. And the biggest thing is just tell us in your own words what's going on here. It was just kind of a mysterious post on Facebook. I saw it on Senior's Facebook page. It said Florida, and that's pretty much it. So just tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, we've been thinking about going down that way, down to Florida for a while now. And me personally, we had a place for how many years in Delray, and to me, it's like too much like a city. And we did a show for Tradewinds, and I just spoke to somebody there, and basically what I said is that for me, I like the country setting better. And so we were able to find the place in Brooksville, and which was a little farm because we have animals, and we wound up liking it there. And and before that, I started to talk with Keith about doing a restaurant, and slowly that developed, and now we're
now it's on
ground.
fire, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty. Keith Overton, one of the former partners at Tradewinds Hotel, so he's very familiar with the Clearwater, St. Pete's area. And he's done a multitude of restaurants and different venues in the past. And we started to talk about the possibility of moving there. And really, Keith is the one that took the idea, and he ran with it. So it's broken ground, and there'll be a shop. There'll be a retail store. There will be a huge restaurant, concert venue, museum. And the best is it's right literally next door to Bert's Barracuda, who most people are familiar with, the Harley Davidson dealer right there in St. Pete's Clearwater area.
So that sounds pretty awesome. It sounds like it's going to be a really big deal. So the burning question for people, especially people who just watch you guys for entertainment more than being into motorcycles, are we going to see Florida taped episodes of your show?
Yes, we are.
Yes, you will.
So when is that going to start?
Yes, you will.
We weren't supposed to say that yet, but that's okay.
You can't keep a secret.
Yeah, I figured since the email said the cast and crew and everybody's excited about moving down to Florida, then that meant that's what we were going to see.
That was a giveaway, yeah.
So you're not too far from us, about 6 or 7 hours, so I'll have to ride down there and see it when you guys open up.
Absolutely, yeah. Be glad to have you.
So the last season of American Choppers really focused on you and Paul Jr. getting back together, reconnecting, building a bike, reconnecting with grandson and all that stuff. Is he going to be making the move too?
No.
No.
All right.
No.
Simple answer. It was great to watch you guys build that Yankees bike together, and my blog is called Biker Dad. I've got 4 kids, so it's great to see.
Right.
It was great to see you guys kind of reconnect there.
So that doesn't mean that there won't be connecting. We are still back and forth between New York and Florida. So you'll see some more of that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just Florida is kind of where we go to get away from it all a little bit. So you'll get a little bit of both for sure.
So why Florida? The couple of obvious things stick out. Taxes are different. Politics are different. Does any of that stuff play into, you're sitting here looking at, hey, it's a biker. He's moving from a red state to a blue state, from high tax state to a state that's got low, not so much. How much of that plays into it?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's more of a sense of freedom down there than New York, that's for sure. But I think I have more of a fan base in Florida, and the riding down there is nine months a year, maybe even 10. In New York, you have a short season, maybe 3 months or so. So the whole thing makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, I mean, you just had basically a blizzard a couple of days ago, right? Up there.
Yes, we did.
So, and
We're listening. Yeah.
we're
to the
70,
ice
80
fall off.
degrees.
We were listening to the ice fall off. Sorry to
Off the
interrupt you
roof.
off the roof as we're talking to you.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, much better riding down here. Every once in a while, you have a hurricane. That's the only time we really can't ride. So, that's great.
Great people in Florida too.
Yeah,
we
that's a
found
plus,
it to
yeah.
be amazing how really warm and welcoming that everybody in Florida has been. And I personally was in business in Florida for many years, but it's really a great culture. People are truly all about sunshine and having a good time and being respectful, and it's really nice to see.
Yeah, from the Thunder Beach Rally to Daytona Bike Week to the big rally in Orange County, actually, every year. Lots of motorcycle events going on almost 12 months out of the year. Are you guys going to be making appearances at any of those things? What are your plans as far as that goes?
Absolutely, yeah. We were quite disappointed this year because one of the events that we really like doing is in Leesburg, and they canceled that. So it's sad that a lot of these events are being canceled. But I think especially in the state of Florida, they'll be coming back. Most of your good events are in Florida anyhow.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great stuff going on in the state, and over here in the Floribama area of Alabama too. It's pretty much all the same area. Speaking of Florida, and I've had a lot of people ask me this. You're only like 2 counties away from Orange County, Florida, that you're moving to. So why not Orange County, Florida?
We just couldn't nail it. We just couldn't nail
Yeah.
it. We want to be closer to the water.
But so most people think that we're from Orange County, California. So most people now will think that we're from Orange County, Florida.
Yeah, well, definitely a much closer stretch than the other way. What else do you want to say about the move and about what's going on with Orange County Choppers right now?
Go ahead.
I think he's asking you. So
Oh,
we're really excited, honestly, about this next chapter in Orange County Choppers, and I think that Paul's the one that really has been saying it the most lately, is that he feels renewed. I mean, and I think he can speak to this point. I just think that it's a rebirth of Orange County Choppers, and although we've been blessed to do as well as we have over the years, to be able to start again, to have the freshness, the excitement, I think Paul can speak to all of that.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage of life for me, I'm looking for a change, and and New York has changed drastically, especially through this period of time, and I just think that it's time to make a change. It's been in business for, I don't know, 50 years or so, and been in New York all my life, and I just think it's like my last hurrah. Where do I want to do it, and how do I want to do it? And for me, we've had the restaurant, we've had the big shop. In certain, it's kind of like that was a whole. This was that was just such a big period of my life, being on Discovery for 18 years. So I just think that it's time for change, and it's, like I said, it's time to start a new chapter.
Awesome. Speaking of new chapter, is there going to be any difference in the style, the way you build a bike? Going to put some Florida flavor to it? Any thoughts on that, or are you just going to
lot of
Tried and true.
oranges. I'm gonna put oranges on. We though in the last, I don't know, 2 years, I've changed my fabricator. I have a different fabricator, Josh Allison. And he, I've always been an old school guy, and I always liked that type of bike. And during the years that we were doing Discovery, the wide tire bike was out, and so I was never really fond of that. I was always, like the traditional chopper, and basically that's what we're going back to.
And the traditional chopper is timeless. When you get into the fads and stuff like that,
Absolutely.
your bike's cool for a couple of years and then it's just not anymore. So that's
True.
definitely the kind of bike that I prefer as well. And so that's really cool. I think that's all I have for you all today. If there's anything else you want to add, I just want to say thanks for making this happen and joining us. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you very
We have a
much.
very
You
Merry
also.
Christmas too, and
And a happy New
we're
Year.
hoping to bring some more sunshine to the Sunshine State there, and we want to do a lot of charity work. And our number one thing that we did